Good morning. We are going to be doing a day in the life today. We're down here in the schoolroom getting school done. I have like a stack of books in front of me that I've been wanting to take a look at, open up, explore. And I just haven't done that, so we're gonna do that today. I have this physics books for curious kids. I have the Dragon grammar book, which seems really fun. I did kind of dabble and peek into the Complete Girl's Guide of Growing Up. It's 3 books in one. They go over emotions, friendships, puberty, ages 8 through 12.
Don't we already have a puberty thing?
Yeah. And then I got the essential skills every kid should know. Sorry, I know this is backwards for you. This is another 3-in-1: life skills, money skills, adventure skills. And then I have the fallacy detective, which we are going to be doing today. Because we haven't tried that one. We tried the thinking toolbox and she wasn't really a fan. So we might revisit this at a later time, but I want to try the fallacy detective one. So I was recently super inspired by another YouTuber on here. I'll link her channel down below, but she recently made a video about the freedoms in homeschooling and how it feels like we've gotten away from that because we kind of put these other rules, guidelines, restrictions on the way that we homeschool. And I mean, it makes total sense. It's like we're supposed to do this like freely as to how we want to, but yet we're trying to still fit into a box of unschoolers or Charlotte Mason or whatever. Like we feel we have to label ourselves in a way. And then some of us have really strict routines and flows and others don't. But it's obviously what works best for every family, and she explains this whole thing way better than I am right now. So you want to go check out her video to really get inspired from that too. So in the ways of inspiring, I think we're going to switch things up and we're just going to see how it goes. So follow us along today. If you're new, hello, welcome. I am Nikki. I am a homeschool mom to an only child, Molly, in 5th grade. And I do a lot of homeschool content, mom content, real, raw, relatable content. Hit that subscribe button, help out my channel, and let's just get on with the day. So what are you doing over there? Handwriting?
Mm-hmm.
And what book are you using?
Zayner Blauser.
Yeah, Zayner Blauser. Cool. So she is tackling her morning work. She's already done spelling
And science.
Oh, she's got her books over there, but she's already done spelling and science. For spelling, anytime she gets like a word wrong or misspelled, I have this notebook that I use and we're just writing them down so then we can practice the words that we have trouble with. Clearly we have trouble with the double lettered words because we have a whole slew of them that we're missing that extra letter. This is super common. I still have to think sometimes to spell that word. So I think this is another easy one because we can end up saying the word to make it sound like Wong, but it's wrong. We have to make sure we pronunciate. But this is our spelling practice book. Now, I've incorporated kind of this new thing that we're doing on Tuesdays. So she's going to be reading this book every Tuesday. She's going to do a chapter from it. And I really like it. I think it's a great book, and I think it covers a wide variety of things. And when we finish it, I have another one that will be starting from that. And then we also are going to be doing this fun little activity. You can get any notebook you want, and we're going to be doing a breaking news. So every Tuesday she's going to get on her computer. I sent her links of appropriate kid-friendly news sites, and she is going to fill out a breaking news page. So this is a free download from Teachers Pay Teachers. I will link it down below. She's another homeschool mama, and I love this. I love this, and I think it's going to be a nice addition to our homeschool. So she's going to do one a week. She's going to glue it into the notebook, and that way we're going to have kind of a like current event type of notebook. So those were kind of new additions to our week. I do like to keep this handy and on the table and easy to reach for, so that if we're having trouble with writing, we can always use this to kind of understand how we formulate our paragraphs. I love the strategy. I think it is great. This was just like a math note. I would love to also start reading this book, but that might be the book we transition to after this book. So we'll see. This isn't a very big book, and I may do like more than one every week, or it may take us a long time to get through this if we're only doing it one day a week. So we'll see. Anyways, so she's doing our morning work. We have math today. I kind of like layered our drawers in the order of which things are done. So like, I think you still have to do grammar, right, Molly? You still have to do, yeah. Okay. So she does handwriting, grammar, spelling, and like a daily science for her morning stuff. And then we move on to our core stuff. So we have our math. We have our reading, which is printed out, and that goes along with this book, which you're liking. Yeah. And then she does language arts on her own because she likes the curriculum. And then together we do history from The Good and the Beautiful. This is basically just all history in here because there's a lot of different components.
Sorry.
It's okay. And then she has her art book, which we absolutely love as well, from Etsy. I will try to remember to link that. I can't grab it right now. And then other things that we do throughout the week periodically together is this. She also dabbles into some different math on the days that I'm not here. So I work out of the house a couple days a week, and so she does some independent things on those days. She's diving into these math books that she is doing independently. This is great. I'm gonna do a whole video just on this. I just haven't gotten to it. So that's it. That's pretty much how our day flows and goes. and works for us. And then, like I said, I add in a few extras here and there when I see we have the time to do it. All right, so she has moved on to math. We just did the video lesson. And this is what her review and practice look like. So it can, in this book, seem overwhelming on some days, or like overkill on how many to do. But sometimes on days that we're struggling, I will just like cross out every other. And then other days, I expect her to get it done. So it really just depends on the day, the assignment, what type of math we're doing. But that is the enjoyment and flexibility of homeschool, is we do have those freedom and choices. Also, I looked over, we're going to be doing lesson 1, but we're also just going to kind of go over what this even is, like going over the introduction and just like what a fallacy is and stuff like that. And then we'll do the first lesson together, and then I'm going to switch things up. So instead of doing our usual science, this week we're going to do science out of this book. And I think it'll be a nice bounce from this to her normal curriculum, which we're using Beast Academy. So this is kind of cool because it's just a reading book. It's just a chapter book. So it's going to give her a little bit of break from writing, filling out questions, experiments.
And deceleration means slowing down. Each of these happens quicker with lighter objects with less mass. Race cars are much lighter than big heavy trucks, and so they can accelerate much quicker. This law also says that a bigger force will create faster acceleration or deceleration. The harder you push on something, the quicker it moves. Every action has an equal, and you're saying, so if you're saying I was just taller up here, I would be in space all the way up here.
Well, I don't know how much taller they
3%.
Grow. 3%. Well,
Yeah.
we would have to figure out your height and what 3% increase would be,
I know it's
right?
pretending, yeah.
All right, so that was a good first. Are we up to page 15?
We have 14 and 15 left.
Oh, okay.
Under pressure. We do not exist in empty space. Even while we stand still on Earth, various forces are at work on us. Really good at it.
Can I hang out up here?
Doing well.
Forgot to film. I don't even know how many days it's been, but here we are. So I've just decided to make this into a day in the week. We're leaving for vacation in like a week, and I'm not packing yet, but I'm like gathering clothes because I like to be prepared. And for me, that means like knowing that the things that I'm going to be bringing is clean, washed, so that I don't have to be doing like last minute laundry. I have most of Molly's clothes packed for the wolf thing that we're going to be doing. We have to wear crew necks and long pants and gym shoes, so I need to make sure I pack at least one pair of long pants. And let's hope it doesn't rain, because it pretty much rains every day in Florida anyway, but here we are. And I want to pack a couple dresses for just like for fun. I have a couple wigs that I'm gonna pack, but My guess is I'm likely not going to wear them because it's going to be too freaking hot. But maybe I'd like to wear it to dinner or something like that. We did a ton of yard work. I don't know if it's like this where you are, but the weeds this year, the freaking weeds, they're just like everywhere. Vines, and they're so tall. We had one weed that was almost as tall as our fence. Like, the weeds. All my flowers are dead in the front. Well, they're not dead, but they're not bloomed because someone, we're not going to mention names, accidentally put weed killer on them, and it killed all the blooms, and it did not kill the weeds. So I pulled like all the weeds out and tried to like deadhead all the flowers to hopefully like get a rebloom, even though it's kind of the end of the season anyway, so I'm not really hopeful. And it's basically what we've done. We've done a ton of yard work to prepare for being gone for a while, because if we didn't, it would be like totally overgrown. I've been doing laundry. I cleaned house. We're having company like right before we leave for my aunt is coming in town, so that'll be nice. And my husband is staying here, so I wanted to kind of just make sure everything was nice, because he works a lot and I know he's not gonna clean. I bought a sun hat and a visor because we're going to be doing Disney, and I need something that's going to protect my head and offer me a little bit more like protection from the sun. So I got me and Molly a visor. I just got a black one. I got her like a tie-dye one, which I'm excited about because we can still both have our hair like in high messy buns and have like something to protect our face. What else? I'm still debating on school. If I'm going to bring school, if I'm not going to bring school, if I'm going to bring something, maybe for the car, because I feel like it's going to take us 2 days to get there, and we no longer bring devices on us on our trips. She's allowed to bring books. She's allowed to bring a Kindle and drawing and like those kinds of things, but we no longer bring like the iPad and stuff, because we found that it just becomes like another addiction, and we don't want that on vacation. We want to be enjoying vacation without thinking about why we need to be on an iPad. So I also bought, I'll show you, these like Snacko boxes. I found it on TikTok, and it was like, or no, I saw it on TikTok, but I actually bought it from Walmart for like $10. So I'm gonna pack a bunch of different snacks for the car in those, because they're like the perfect size containers. And then I bought some bras. They didn't work out. I always like go for the hype things, you know, because everyone makes them seem like they're just so freaking good, and then you get them and like I got big tatas, okay? Like these jelly bras that everyone's raving about, they are not supportive for girls like me, okay? They're just not. And definitely not high enough on the sides. But that's okay. I have new gym shoes I've been breaking in. I have arch support sandals I've been breaking in. And yeah, I'm just like trying to be as prepared as possible. I have horrible feet, and you just never know. You just never know. Next weekend, I'm gonna have to mow the grass. Before we go, I bought like these like handheld fans, and you can see it sitting right here, but I don't think they're gonna be worth bringing on the trip. We got these really cute backpacks. Let me show you. Alright, so this is the bag that I got. It's super cute, and the best part is that this is the front, and there's no zippers on the front. So it's very secure for when you're like walking around, that no one can just like open your bag and steal stuff. So the zipper's in the back. I'm able to fit my purse that I'm going to bring. It's a waterproof purse, and then it also has room for like your phone to go in the back, and it's like a crossbody. So I'm bringing this because I plan to take this on with me on rides and leave the backpack in the scooter, because my mom has to have a scooter, and like hope to God that no one steals it, right? But that's the best part, is I'm able to fit my gym shoes in here, and I have socks in there. I'll have room for like sunscreen, my insulin, and like my cooler for my insulin will fit in here, and it's just great. So it also has another zipper in here, which I can probably, I have a cooling towel that I need to put in here. We're gonna bring one water bottle between the three of us and share it, so that's exciting. And it looks like this is a little zipper pocket for stuff as well. There is another zipper here for like your wallet or like your phone, but again, it's like on the side, so like so much harder for someone to steal when this is like on your back. And then there's two like side pouches here for like water or whatever. It has a really long strap. It came with, I believe, another kind of strap too, to like carry as a purse or like a crossbody, which we'll see. I didn't think I was going to use that, and I'm not feeling it in here right now on wherever I put it, but it had another option. So this is the bag. They come in a ton of different colors. I will try to remember. It's supposed to be waterproof too. I'll try to remember, but it has so much room. Like I could fit a lot of stuff in here, and it's cute. So these are my two purse items that I got. I also hate buying like travel size things. We're driving. I don't need like the tiny 3-ounce stuff, and I feel like those 3-ounce bottles last me like 2 showers, and then that's it. So I bought these light, not light, but like they're just like the smaller size shampoo bottles instead of like the big ones. And I love Maui Moisture. They're the 13 floor ounces, so I got that for conditioner and stuff. And then I picked up some water shoes for Molly, and I picked up some water shoes for me, for the beach, and just like stuff to protect our feet. We did get some Disney shirts. They're not like 100% matching or anything, but they're all the same. except Molly, she has a tank top, and I have a shirt, a v-neck, and my mom has a v-neck, same thing, just different color. So yeah. So this trip's kind of a big deal for us. We've never done Disney. We've never done like a big thing like this, and I'm excited. She's excited. We've been looking up videos to like see what to do, what rides are like must-dos, and tips and tricks and stuff. We have a phone call this week with our travel agent who's going to give us some tips and stuff as well for Disney. I'll also take whatever you want to leave me in the comments. And then Thursday this week, we're going to a baseball game. My husband scored some free tickets to a minor league, and we're gonna go do that. And then she's gonna bring a friend with, so that'll be fun. So it's gonna be like a really busy week. Monday we're schooling, and we have to get a lot done. And then I have work this week, and like our phone call, the one night, the baseball game, another night. And then we have to kind of get the house in order for company, figure out like what we're going to eat and stuff. So it's just kind of busy, but you're gonna come along with me this week, and we'll just go from there. Yeah. So I'm gonna end this one here today. I was just kind of giving a little brief update of what's been going on. It's just been really crazy, really busy, jam-packed things in here, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to film. So I will film probably tomorrow, show you a few more things, update on a few more things, and wrap it up later this week. So thank you for everyone who's commented on my like chit chat post. That really meant a lot to me. It gave me some direction on what you guys want to see here, and a lot of you said my vlog, so we're gonna be pretty vlog heavy on the channel, so stay tuned. Another day, we're gonna wipe out this vlog here. It's another school day for us, and so you kind of already saw that in this one, and I don't have anything else crazy going on today. I did want to mention I am reading The Wedding People, and it is a really good book to touch on sensitive topics, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm reading the book, but I also have the audio, and both are great. So you should check it out if you're in the market for reading a new book. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.